Jai Hind बच्चों. Today we are going to discuss another topic of the chapter Fundamental Unit of Life. This is chapter 5 of class 9th. So in previous video we discussed about how the gases they move through plasma membrane. And in this video we'll discuss about the movement of water molecules through plasma membrane. How water moves in and out of the cell. So here we have drawn a rough sketch of cell. This is the plasma membrane, outer plasma membrane, cytoplasm, and the center is the nucleus. So this is the basic structure of a cell. In this, how the water move in and out of the cell, this we are going to discuss today. So when we talk about the movement of water molecules, so it depends on the concentration of water in the cell and in the outer medium. What is the difference in the concentration of water molecules? Wherever there is a high water concentration, so water will move from high water concentration to low water concentration. So in detail we'll discuss it. In this we have taken the three solutions. So first solution is this: if we have, because the cell has to take water from the outer environment, whether the cell will take water or will gain water, so who will decide this? So we have to study that. So in this case we have taken a solution where there is a concentration of water, and outside this water is high, and inside the cell concentration of water is low. So we have kept a cell in the solution. Concentration of water molecules in the solution is high, means this solution is dilute, right? And how we have made this solution? Like we have taken a water, suppose 1 liter of water, and we have 1 gram of salt or sugar, anything we can add salt or sugar. Now this way we have prepared a solution which is dilute. Why? How can we say this is a dilute? Because there's a concentration of water is more than that of the cell. So as compared to the cell, the solution is, whatever the concentration of water is low in the cell and is high outside, so we call this solution is a dilute solution, and it's a hypotonic solution. So in this case, what will happen? How the water will move? Water will move in both the directions. There is no restriction in the movement of water. Like molecules will move inside the cell, will move cell from the outside. So what will be the net movement? Right? So net movement of water will be from a region of high water concentration to a region of low water concentration. So in this situation where there is a concentration of water is high, that is in the outer solution, right? So water will move, or water molecules will move from solution to the cell, right? And in this case the cell will swell, and it will gain water and it swell. So if we take, so if one more condition, if we take, in this case we have taken again solution, but its concentration is same as of the cell, whatever is the concentration in the cell. So both concentration of water molecules in outer solution and inside the cell is same. So such type of solution we call the isotonic solution, right? So again water definitely will move from cell to outside solution, from outside solution to the cell, but what will be the net movement of water? So there will be no net movement of water, means cell will not gain water, it will not lose water, and cell will remain the same size. There will be no change in the size of the cell. right? So one more we have taken case. In this case we have taken again a solution. Here the solution is of lower concentration than that of the cell. So water molecules are less means we have added more of the salt or sugar in this. So concentration of water molecule is less. Okay? Such type of solution we call the hypertonic solution. Right? And in the cell concentration of water is more. So what will be the net movement of water from high concentration to low concentration? So where is high concentration? High concentration is in the cell. So and low concentration is in the outside solution. So water will move from cell to outside solution. So in such cases the cell will shrink. Right? And this process of movement of water we call it as osmosis. So the movement from region of high concentration to region of low concentration is called osmosis. So through this process the water move from cell to outside environment and from outside environment to cell. Clear? So how the different processes, like if we talk about how the plant they take water. So we know that plants they take mainly they take through roots only. So like here we have drawn a rough sketch of a root. So like primary root, secondary root, then the roots, then these roots they have root hairs. Right? So what are these root hairs? They are single cell thick. Right? We have drawn here a root hair. It's a single cell thick which is surrounded by soil, water molecules. So how these root hairs they absorb water? So these are single cell thick means it's easy to move water molecules in and out of the cell through plasma membrane. So inside the root the concentration of water molecule is less. How? Because the water in the root they are transported to plants, right? And there plants they use it for different life processes like photosynthesis and other life processes, and they lose water through transpiration. So their concentration of water is less in the root here, but the concentration of water is high in soil. So water move from high concentration of water molecules to low concentration of water molecules. Okay? So this is the way the plants they absorb water. Clear? So this is the way plants do. Then one more thing, like unicellular freshwater organisms. Right? They again water they take through this process through osmosis only, that we discussed here. There is one more property of plasma membrane, that is a plasma membrane is flexible. So how? So what it is made up of? So plasma membrane is made up of like organic molecules called lipids and proteins. So what is this organic molecule? Organic molecule means they have carbon and hydrogen. So lipid and proteins they are complex molecules made up of carbon, hydrogen and other elements also. So we will study the complete structure of plasma membrane in higher classes, but they are made up of these macromolecules. Macromolecules means they are complex molecules or larger molecules, right? So made up of these organic molecules. Why organic? Made up of carbon and hydrogen. Right? So this membrane is made up of proteins and lipids and it is flexible. It is not rigid, right? So flexibility, how it helps animal or a cell. So like if we see like amoeba, how it takes food, because of the flexibility of this membrane only. Like this, we have drawn a rough sketch of amoeba. Suppose the food is near that amoeba. Hmm? So this is plasma membrane, nucleus, and its food is here. So because of the flexibility of this plasma membrane, this amoeba can surround this food and this pinch off this inside the cell or inside it. Right? Now this is the food vacuum now, and this is the way it takes food from external environment because of the flexibility of plasma membrane, and this process we call is endocytosis. Right? So this is so here in this video we have studied about how the plants they take water, how the cell takes water, right? Or release water, or the water how moves in cell, and flexibility of plasma membrane. There's one more property we have started this, and how the plants they absorb this water. Okay? So in next video we'll discuss one more topic of the same chapter. Thank you, students.